Have you been thinking of taking a beach trip? Well, if you have, let's try Cabo. Maybe the Riu Palace Cabo San Lucas all-inclusive could be the place for you. Let's compare the stock photos to the real deal. Now let's talk about the real deal. This is the entrance to the Riu, and just keep in mind as you ride through, it's going to look really confusing because there's so many different properties set within the Riu. But you are going to the Riu Palace, so just enjoy the ride till you get to the front of Riu. And when you do, you'll notice because you'll see this little guy right here. Looks just like the stock photos, doesn't it? Now let's talk about the lobby. It is a big open space, as you can see. They pull your baggage out and kind of set it to the side. You have the check-in people, and all of the decor looks kind of different, but nice. Very airy, very light, very big open space. We liked it. Lots of seating areas around. This area opens up into the rooms, and our room was kind of behind that staircase there. And now we're going to talk about the rooms. Okay, we were in this room, and the rooms are key access. You get 2 per person plus 2 towel cards, and they open up your room. We were supposed to have a double bed situation, but that didn't happen, but we'll talk about that later. So here's the restroom. It is a open shower concept, which I loved. It was supposed to be a rainforest shower head, but that thing did not work the whole time, so we ended up having to use the handheld shower. Was not happy about that. You have a double mirror and double sink area, which is awesome for couples or even like my daughter and I going together. Your typical toilet and 2 paper tissue rolls. You have a double side sliding closet situation where we put our luggage in already. Lots of hangers. I did like that, so you don't have to worry about traveling hangers because they do give you quite a few of those. On the other side is your safe and the iron and ironing board. I'm going to caution you on using those irons because it put stuff all over my clothes. Just saying. So here is the bed. It was a king size bed. You have the little Chester drawer things, nightstands on both sides, a pretty good length mirror with a seat underneath it. Don't know what that other side of that is for. It was a birthday / licensure celebration, so they gave me that little cake. We asked for 2 double beds. We got the king bed. It was a comfortable sleep. It's just not what we asked for. But this room, instead of being one flat level, it actually stepped down into like a living room area. This is just showing there was lighting and nightstands on both ends. So you step down into here. There's a TV on that wall, a couch, a little table, and there is the TV we did not use, and drawers there that we put our clothes in. The patio opens up. We had a beautiful view, so if nothing else, the lack of 2 beds, the view made up for it. There's the patio. It has 2 chairs, a little table, and then it overlooked the other chair. It overlooked the beautiful, gorgeous water. You can see down below the different pools and eating areas, but this was my favorite part, just waking up and going to bed to this. Oh my gosh. I have not had a more beautiful view in all of my trips thus far, so perfect, beautiful. Very clean grounds. They do definitely keep the grounds very clean. And the view from this room was just immaculate. So if you can get this room and you need just 1 bed, go for it because it was a beautiful, beautiful view. We loved waking up to this. Next is the coffee bar, which was right outside of the room area that we showed you earlier. This was so awesome. So you can get coffee on one side or you can get liquor on the other. This is the liquor side where they could make you any kind of drinks at nighttime. Well, not even night, guys. It started more like right after breakfast. As you can see in this next clip, the liquor time is actually out. I was getting my daughter a mocktail and myself a drink. Another beautiful landscape view of the ocean that you can sit in. We sat up here quite a bit when it was too hot to be out, or we just wanted to get cleaned up and just chill or play cards or whatever. This is the view from that coffee bar upstairs right outside of the rooms. Again, beautiful view, lots of seating. Sometimes there's a guy playing the piano in there. That's the like snack slash coffee slash dessert area. Just different seating areas everywhere. This is going back into the lobby. And guys, this place has stairs galore. There's one elevator in this hotel. So if you don't like stairs, I don't know what to tell you, because look at all the stairs. Every angle, there's stairs. You are going to get your exercise here. So this area that we're going to is going to be the buffet areas where you eat most of the main meals. You can sit outside and dine, is what you see to the left, or you can sit inside to the right. People going out to sit outside. Very nice setup. This is often where we sat, kind of right here, unless it was too hot or the bees were getting to us because we had sweet things. Or you can go inside. It's a little bit air conditioned, but the doors are constantly opening here, and so the heat does get in. But this is the main dining area. We always sat against the glass if we were sitting inside. This is kind of how the buffet looks. This was breakfast time. Lots of options. Lots of options. This guy is our favorite waiter. If you go, you must get Kevin and tell him that Tiffany and Katie from Tejas sent you, and give him lots of money because he deserves it. He's such a good waiter, guys. I did forget to show you the name of the actual buffet and the hours. Here is the menu and the hours. I believe they started breakfast, yep, as early as 7 a.m. And let me tell you, people do get up and they're in there eating, and it gets so busy the closer it gets to 11:30. So make sure you get there very early. Around the corner from the buffet is the theater and bar, guys. It is on the same floor. Looks a little like this. This bar comes to life towards the nighttime when the shows get ready to start. You can order the same drinks from it as any other bar. This is how the seating looks around the stage, and you want to get there as early as possible or you are not going to be able to see. They do have shows nightly, so that's pretty cool. They have seating kind of towards the back as well, and along the sides of the railing where you can overlook the ocean, and you can see the theater mostly from all areas as well. This is walking down from that theater section down to the pool and bar and grill area. There's also a steakhouse down there on that level as well. You can use this ramp, which I used because my legs got tired of the stairs, or you can take the stairs down. So there's a steakhouse, like I said, on this level. There it is. It is by reservation only. Eat at your own risk. You might want to read reviews. I have not seen very good reviews about it, so we did not eat there. But do read the reviews and then try it out. Try it out for yourself and see if you like it, and then just let me know if you like it. But we did not waste our time there because I did not see very many good reviews on it. So we just kind of mainly ate from the buffet, but this is kind of how it looks inside. You are not allowed in there when the dining is happening unless you have a reservation. They actually rope it off and you have to check in. A lot of people will get very dressed up and come to this section. It also overlooks the beach. As you can see from this view, it is one floor up from being actually on the beach. So yeah, try it out, read reviews, make reservations early because I heard they go very fast. And this is just another view from it. You can see the water sports area, the massage area. We didn't see anyone getting massages while we were there, but this is the towel bar area on that same level, but to the left. And this is a little seating where you can sit and eat or read or whatever you want to do. So right in front of this little area is the bar and grill that is lunch geared. It's only open, I think, during lunchtime until right around the time for the buffet to open. This got high ratings on the reviews, so we mostly ate from here. My favorite was the cheese fries. And they have burgers there. They're okay, but yeah. Here is the Baja Bar. This was the best bar ever. And again, you can go over there and sit and drink and just enjoy that. So there are many pools here, guys. There is this one that's on the left side of the Baja Bar I just showed you. It is usually filled to capacity. Do you hear me? I mean, no room. Usually very loud and rambunctious there. This is one of the main big pools. Lots of action over here. This is where you will have the people speaking on the mics and the dance parties and the exercise and lots of people playing and teaching salsa and all kinds of things. Any activity in a pool is usually happening on this side. And again, this is the left side where the bar and grill is. It does have some hot tubs kind of in the middle of them. So the water stays pretty warm. I expected it to be cool, but it actually stayed very warm because of the hot tubs. They have a shelf that you can kind of sit on. We never got to partake in that, but they do have them over to the side, on both sides, but you never saw anybody in them, so you can always get in them. Here's the jacuzzi hot tub situation that flows into the main pool. Right behind that is a gift shop. We did not go in there, but it looks pretty neat. They have a whole bunch of things and souvenirs that you can go and check out and see if you want. So we kind of did a little show and tell here before it opened, so you could kind of see without people going in and out. They had shot glasses and magnets and pins and all kinds of things, some apparel. And again, this is right behind that first main pool where all the activity happens. And there's a little waterfall that you can see from both sides, which we thought was really cool and be good for pictures. Here are some of the rooms with the swim up bars. They are only on that side of the property as well. And some of them have really good views. So this is the pool hours. They do close at, I think, about 8 o'clock. Right around that area, it's also another restaurant, but we'll get to that. So this is just walking to that side of the rooms. They have a really good view. Here's how the pool rooms kind of look. We kind of caught one that was empty with their own private pools. They get pretty busy there too. pretty loud, but pretty cool if you can get one. Okay, so the Italian restaurant is at a restaurant on the left side of the main pool. We did not go to this restaurant. Again, read the reviews, but it's another chance to get dressed up really fancy and go eat. Here are the hours. If you can see that kind of what the menu looks like. You can even view it online, not sure. But we did want you to be able to see the hours and kind of look up the reviews on it. So here is a view from the rooms on the left side of that Italian restaurant and the pool. It has much less obstruction. Hot tub too. So lots of hot tubs. And this is just a view from the other side of the main pool, just so you can see everything at once. This is what the view of the hotel looks like from that side. Lots and lots of seating. Guys, there is a spa on the same level as the theater. It's actually right down from it. This is what it looks like. Looked pretty nice. We did not go inside or partake in that, but who doesn't need a spa when you're on vacation? So maybe look it up, try it out, book services beforehand. And more steps. More steps down to the first level. You can take the ramp if you want to. And as you can see, there's also seating along that walkway leading to the beach as well. To the right of that is the, I think, third bar. Really good drinks there as well. It is beach level. And you can sit on the beach. Next to that is the gym. It's pretty tiny, but it's usually full early in the morning. And then you can go in there and it's pretty empty. This was about maybe 9 o'clock. So pretty empty today. This is what they have in there. It's facing the beach, so you can have a nice beach view. Little cleanup station there, little air conditioning there. The doors generally stay closed. You can get massages on the beach. We never saw anybody there, but I think you can get them if you want. of course, you can walk straight out into the beach, and this is what it looks like before you actually hit the actual beach area. This is the view from the rope that keeps all of the visitors out. And there is the guard shack slash lifeguard. This is how the beach looks right outside of the rope. There's lots of people selling things. They cannot come inside the rope, so they sit right outside of it. But guys, this beach goes about 6 miles all the way to the marina and back. It is a long beach, so you are not confined to just our little bitty area. Please know that. So bathrooms, guys, there is a really nice bathroom downstairs. My daughter said it was super clean, so if you need to use the restroom, that is there. Okay guys, this is headed to the pool area number 2. They have the only kiddie pool on this side, so mommies can sit in there or dads can sit in there with the babies, or they can splash around in there. This is the only one on the property, and it's to the right of everything if you're facing the beach. So cute. This is headed towards pool number 2. It does not generally have any of the activities, but still stays pretty full. Same arrangement, lots of seating. You can have privacy, or you can be right up against the pool. Same setup as the other pool number 1. 2 of the hot tubs in there that lead out into the water, so the water stays pretty warm instead of cold. It has the same little waterfall area and gift area. It also has an infinity pool that overlooks the beach. This thing stayed full. Where my daughter and I would sit every day to watch the sun go down, this infinity pool actually faced that hill. So we would see and hear all the noise until it calmed down. It too has a shelf on both sides that you can enjoy. And the infinity pool that overlooks the ocean, and you can see the mountains from this side way better than you can from the other side, because it's more pointed that direction, and the cruise ships that come in you can see as well. This is kind of the view from that infinity pool. Yeah, very nice. Have people cleaning it early in the morning. This is kind of where all the rooms, how it's situated, all the rooms all the way around the pools. Tons of rooms, guys, tons of rooms. Pool bar number 2, another popular spot. Here's how that bar looks. Same as the other, same drinks. Yummy drinks. The best drinks are at the pool bars, let me tell you. This is pool bar number 2. This is the only time you will see this thing empty, is this early in the morning. We had to get up at like 7 something just to get these kind of views where there weren't people full to the top in there and screaming at the top of their lungs, all kinds of stuff. So that's why you don't see anyone. We wanted to respect everyone's privacy and get good views for you guys, so that you could actually see and not have to see everybody and everybody's butts, quite frankly. The gourmet restaurant that's upstairs, it is the only Asian cuisine. Again, read the reviews and see if it's something you want to partake in. We could not go inside because we did not have a reservation, and nor did we make one, but looked really cool. Another chance to get dressed up. Again, please read the reviews and make sure this is something that you would want to partake in, and make reservations early. Okay, guys, let's talk about the pros of this all-inclusive resort. First of all, the word all-inclusive is the first pro that you can get to, right? It is all-inclusive on your drinks and your food. All you can eat, all you can drink, non-stop. All you need, if you want to tip your favorite waiter, is a few tip dollars, and they will be your best friend and juice you right on up. But guys, even if you don't have that, they're going to take care of you no matter what. So that's definitely the first pro. I don't know if you've ever been to a resort where you had to pay out of pocket, but it gets expensive. So this definitely saves money in the long run. It's unlimited sodas. They even have a 24-hour lounge. It's unlimited sodas. It's unlimited liquor. It's unlimited food. There's just all you can eat and drink. So that is the first pro. The next one is it's right on the beach. I love a resort that is on the beach. I never get anything that's not on a beach setting. I've only been to maybe one that didn't have a real beach, which was in Jamaica, but this is what I go for every time. And when I tell you this is the beach, this is a beach. It is only a few hot steps, because the sand is hot, to the beach water edge, and it is beautiful. You can walk it for miles one way. Who knows how long it is in total, because we never went the other direction. You can walk straight down to the marina if you wanted to, along the water's edge, meet all kinds of beautiful, wonderful people, and see all kinds of different hotels. It is just so cool. So that's definitely a pro. The third pro is, with that being said, the great views. If you get a room facing the beach, as you can see in my photos, the views are just absolutely gorgeous. The view from the hotel lobby, piano bar, and coffee place is beautiful. The view where you sit outside if you want to from the buffet is beautiful. If you go eat at the steakhouse, that's facing it. If you go exercise, that's facing the beach. I mean, the views are just absolutely gorgeous. The pools are overlooking it. Everywhere you turn from the back of that resort is overlooking that beautiful beach and the beautiful mountains. So, I mean, just can't get no better than that. I'm all here for a view. The next pro is it's in walking distance to the marina. We talked about that. It's 6 miles from this hotel there and back. And we did make a couple of stops to just frolic and play in the water. We met many people. So who knows if it's shorter than that, because, you know, we took some extra steps. But it's a beautiful walk. You don't have to take a taxi if you don't want to, or you can take a water taxi if you want to. But it is within walking distance. You can go down there and shop. You can go down there and eat. You can go down there and get on the party boats, the glass bottom boats, do all of the snorkeling and activities you want to do. You can go down there and book. The next pro is that it's a shared property. So there is one right next to ours. I'm not sure the complete name of that one, but you can go over there and eat their breakfast, their dinner, their lunch, or eat at their tiki taco bar, which we never found, but we heard was good. And vice versa. They come over to ours. They also have like the all white party and the Riu party over there that you can go to and have fun at. And then they come over to ours as well. So it's like a shared property as far as all the festivities and the nightly shows and all of that stuff. So that's definitely a pro. You don't have to just stay confined to ours. You can go over and visit theirs as well. It's close to other beaches, guys. There's Lovers Beach and Divorce Beach, which is just a boat ride away. You can catch a boat ride and find the best price along the beach and catch a ride over there to Lovers Beach. If you watch my next vlog, you will see kind of what it looks like. It is so cool. So Lovers Beach kind of represents love. It's kind of, when you get in the water, the waves are strong, but it's nice to be in it, right? Kind of like love. And then right across the way is Divorce Beach. You kind of walk through this like cove, and then you get to the other side where you are not allowed to get in the water because the waves are so ferocious. It will suck you in. And I believe it's where the two oceans meet, the Pacific and the Atlantic, and so it's just too rough to get in, just like a divorce, right? But you can sit there and watch it, which we did for many hours until the water came up so high and got us all wet. So you can take a boat right over there, and I thought that was the coolest thing, that we could just walk down just a little ways, catch a boat, and be at a totally different, beautiful beach with all kinds of scenery. It was just so cool. The next one is constant seeing of like wildlife, if you will. we could sit on the mountaintop of sand at our resort and watch the stingrays at a certain time of the evening jumping out and playing in the water together. We saw a puffer fish. We saw all kinds of things, just different fish along the water's edge. Especially if you go in the boat to Lovers Beach, you're going to see all the beautiful, colorful fish along the way if you take a glass bottom boat. So we loved seeing that. Also, we went in the month of July. It was hot. There was zero rain anywhere in sight. So there were no rainy days where we got stuck inside. We were able to go outside every single day. And so that was definitely a pro, guys. Okay, guys, now let's talk about cons. Now, just keep in mind, these are subjective. These are just some of the things that we noticed. You guys may not even feel this way or experience this at all, or even see this as a con, but we're just going off of our own opinions and what we felt like were some cons while being there. So one of the first things that I noticed were that reservations are not really reservations. First come, first serve on your rooms. That really upset me, because if you book something 5, 6, 7 months in advance, there's no way that you should get to your hotel and not be able to get your room. And so again, I was going with my teenage daughter, and anybody knows that has kids, you really ain't trying to be sleeping with your kids, because they can be sleeping wild. Now, my daughter didn't, luckily, this time. But it's just nice to have your own space, even if they don't, so that you're not waking each other up, etc. And so we got there, and the guy was like, hey, I'm going to give you this room since it's, your birthday celebration type of thing. If you don't like it, come back and I'll get you the room that you booked. And, just kind of going back and forth with me, which made me feel like he really didn't have my room. And I think that was kind of basically the case. We went and looked at it. As you saw, great room, great views, but I wanted my own bed. We go back, and all of a sudden, miraculously, there are no rooms left with double beds. I think that was the case when I got there, period, point blank. I just think that's so ridiculous, because there's no way you should book a room and it not be taken off the table for others to not get. There should not be any such thing as your room not being available, because if you book it and you pay for it, it should be locked in place. So that really upset me. Definitely going to be leaving a review about that, because that was not cool at all. The next con is there were times when tissue was unavailable. It's like, what are you supposed to wipe your butt with? It was so strange having to basically leave your room and go somewhere else to use tissue. It was like middle of the night and there was no tissue. I guess the hotel was so full they didn't have any more until morning, or couldn't understand what we were talking about. I don't know, but either way, there were times when we didn't have tissue, and that was just wild. What if someone's stomach got upset or something of the sort? I've never been to a hotel where I was unable to get tissue and towels at any time of the day or night. So that was definitely a con. The next thing was, we came to our room in the middle of the day. I forgot what we were doing, but the water was completely cut off. There was no notice of that or anything. It was just cut off. Maybe they were working on something. I don't know. But again, we were needing to wash our hands and use the restroom, those kind of things. So I just thought that was kind of weird. Could have been just, something could have been going wrong with the plumbing. But for us on this trip, that was kind of a con. The fourth thing I'll say is there were definitely days when it stunk for no reason. I don't know. Again, maybe a plumbing issue going on. It wasn't all the time, just every now and then. Luckily, we are into smell good stuff, so we had things to kind of help cut down on that. But coming from the drains, there were days when the bathroom would just stink for no reason at all. So that was definitely a con for us. Okay, this is pretty typical, but the haggling on the beach. So, I don't know if you guys could see when we were showing you the pictures, but walking out to the beach, right outside of the chairs, there is a rope. And right outside of the rope are all the people trying to sell you things. It is pretty typical, no matter where you go, for people to be kind of haggling and trying to sell you their, handmade goods or whatever goods they have. Drugs, all of that kind of stuff, right outside of that rope. But these ones were actually pretty chill with it. You could tell them no thank you, and they would just leave you alone. But they will literally every single day, every time they see you, ask you the same thing. I had on a hat and they were still asking me to buy a hat. So That could be considered a con because it's kind of annoying because they're going to ask you coming and they're going to ask you going. And as long as we stayed there from a Sunday to a Saturday, they were still asking us the same thing. So, again, pretty typical, had the same thing everywhere I've gone, but it's kind of annoying. Now, once you get close to the water's edge, they'll kind of leave you alone. But as long as you're up there close to them, they are going to ask. The next con is that this hotel, guys, is a party scene all day long, all night long. I can't even tell you when the noise stopped because we will be going to bed, and I'm a night owl, so I go to bed really late. We will be going to bed and the mariachi band would still be outside of the rope playing with people inside the rope screaming and hollering and dancing and singing and all the things. Noise everywhere, like constantly. And only time I didn't hear noise was early in the morning. This is definitely a party scene. People are like screaming loud, hollering, lots of cussing, all the things. So not really a family scene, if you will, but if you're going with your girls, with your boys, a celebration, a birthday ordeal, whatever, this is definitely probably the spot for you. What we noticed was there were a lot of couples here, there were a lot of singles here, there were a lot of groups here, and as we walked to the marina, you started to see a lot more families. So this is definitely like a party scene. But that being said, y'all, it is butts out here, okay? Butts out, that's like, for me, the next con. I've never seen so many people's butts in my whole life. Even within travel, I've never seen this before. And I guess because it is kind of a party scene, everybody kind of has that feeling, that thought of like, yeah, we're going to wear a thong, or we're going to wear, a small bikini or whatever. And so, butts of all kinds, butts that shouldn't be shown and maybe could be shown, don't matter. They were out. So, for a family-oriented situation, it could be considered a con. For somebody who wants to party and let loose and not feel body shamed or whatever, honey, because everybody got their butts out there, whether they look good or not, then this might be for you. But if in the case of like you want to have a romantic, time out with your husband or your significant other, and unless you got somebody super respectful of you, because there are some guys that I noticed were able to keep their eyes to themselves no matter what they saw, then you might want to choose somewhere else unless you're okay with that kind of thing, or it doesn't bother you, or you have a guy that, knows how to control himself. But it is definitely butts out there. Now, again, as we walk down the marina, you would see it every now and then, but people would have on like cover-ups or something like that. It wasn't as prominent as this particular hotel. So, I think it's just because this one is the party scene. And everywhere we went and we told them where we were, they were like, oh, that's a party. Oh, that's a good time. Oh, everybody already knew what that hotel represented. I had no clue, okay, until after I had already booked it. Because it was recommended to me, but after I'd already booked it, I started learning that it was more of a party scene. I was like, whatever, it just is what it is at this point. So, but just know that is a party scene. So if you're looking for something quaint and quiet, or more family oriented, or like a romantic getaway, that ain't it. This ain't it. Try again. Go down. Now the beach is perfect, but then there's like 99 resorts down the beach. Just go down a couple of ways and pick one of those. But if you want a good time and you're trying to kick it and hang out and let it all hang out, because everybody got it all hanging out, this is it for you. The next con might be for some and might not be for others, the language barrier. If you don't know Spanish, they are so sweet. Most of them are so sweet. There is a little bit of a language barrier, so sometimes like you kind of struggle trying to get them to know what you want and what you don't want. I do know a little bit of Spanish, so it helped a lot. Let me tell you, Duolingo is an app where you can learn Spanish beforehand. It can really help you out a lot. Also, like Google Translation, you can even text on your phone a message and then translate it into Spanish. That helps as well. But there is a big language barrier. Even when we were asking for toilet paper, which is what we call it here in Texas, she didn't understand what we were saying. She was literally saying toilet. No, we were saying toilet. Yeah, paper, and she was saying toilet tissue. So potato for us, but for her, she was literally thrown off by us saying toilet paper. So, which may be like a country thing because we down here in Texas, but I mean we call it both. So, So the language barrier is a little bit thing, but it could not be considered a con for some. You know, if you're of Hispanic descent, or you know Spanish, then it's going to be a breeze for you. But either way, guys, they were so freaking sweet. Our favorite waiter there, he was struggling so much, but he was so sweet, and he was wanting to learn, and he was also teaching us, and so it still was a good time. With the food is pretty. She don't have a lot of taste, y'all. She don't have a lot of taste, y'all. Now, you had to watch my other vlog to see how we remedied that, honey. But the food does not have a lot of taste. There are a lot of options, but there's not a lot of taste. So that was a con for us. There were a million stairs. There might have been another elevator somewhere. I don't know. We never saw it. We found one elevator about a little over halfway through our stay there and was just ecstatic because those stairs were killing me. Now, I just knew I was going to be extra fine when I left, but the steps was killing me. So there is one elevator if you walk over by the stage. There's an elevator that takes you to all the floors, or you can take the ramp, or you can take the steps, but there are a million steps, and that is definitely a con. Okay, if you're going to do any outside excursions, just know that this resort does not allow anybody who doesn't stay in the Riu, or that's not part of the Riu team to enter. You cannot, there's like a literal line they cannot cross. You have to walk down to it, and y'all, it can be so confusing. At first we came out and went a whole nother direction, instead of just walking down to where it is. There's so many properties on there, it can get confusing. It is a long walk in the heat, and so that's kind of a con, that they cannot come and pick you up or drop you off. You have to walk down to them. And the last thing that I would say is a major con that we saw was the guard I keep calling it a guard shack. It's not a guard shack. The lifeguard shack that's there on the beach. They do not want any liabilities, honey. They will blow the whistle on you so quick if you get towards that water. We literally never saw their flags change. So there were 3 flags. There was one for like absolutely no swimming. There was one for like jellyfish, and there was another one, and I can't remember what it was, but the flag never changed from red, which means waters are not able to be, gotten in. I will tell you, even booking this resort, I was told many times that this beach was unswimmable. Lies. All lies. It's not true. It's not true. Now, let me tell you, if you can't swim, you don't have no business going too far in that water, because the waves and the pool is strong. But if you go down to the water's edge and just look to your right, you're going to see a million dots in the water. People are getting in the water. Our lifeguard on this resort will blow the whistle on you so quick to get out that water. It's not even funny. And you'll get out and you look to the right and all those people are in the water. Listen to me. Walk down the beach and go get in the water with those other people. It is specifically just this resort that does that. We didn't hear the whistle being blown on nobody else at any other resort. Those people were out there frolicking and swimming all night. So when we wanted to get in the water, we didn't even go to our water's edge. We would walk down and join the other people and get in the water there. That beach does not belong to any one resort. So you can go as far down as you want and swim, and then just walk back when you're ready to come back to the room. So do not let that stop you from getting in the water. I'm telling you now, he's going to blow the whistle on you, make you come out. And we were feeling so sad for people because they would come out and go back in the resort. All you have to do is walk down the beach and go get in the water. That beach does not belong to any of those resorts. It's a shared beach. Just walk down. And do not listen to anybody tell you that that beach is unswimmable, because people who can swim were in that water having a very good time. Again, if you cannot swim, please do not get too close to the water's edge. The gravitational pull is crazy, okay? You will see one good time and you will see just how strong it is. But just go, guys. Have a good time. Just know that you don't have to stay on our beach. You can go down and meet new people, see new things. There's food down the way. There's different places to shop. We bought some beautiful bags from there. Just go and have a good time. So I hope that you enjoyed this vlog and enjoyed being able to see where we were staying. If you want a good time, you want a party, you want a girls' day out or whatever, a birthday celebration, whatever it is, definitely consider this spot. I mean, it was a turn up, honey, all day, all night long. And if you pick this spot because you liked what you saw and you want to find peace, about 5-ish o'clock, we would take our huge beach towel out to this like sand build up and lay it out and just sit there until literally the lights just twinkled in the sky and all the buildings lit up and all the boats on the water lit up, and we would just sit there for hours, and it was so peaceful because by then everybody's going in to get ready for the night. So okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and let me know if you tried it and what you thought about it. And yeah, I will see you in the next vlog where we will show you what all we did. Until next time, peace.